Hello, Rockstars. My name is Trina Gray, and I am the founder of Team Rockstar Fit. And today's lesson is about how to have better conversations in your business. Why is this lesson so important? Quite simply, when you're talking, your business is growing. When you're talking and listening, your business is growing. When you are having conversations, your business doors are open. When your mouth is shut, your business is shut. Did you follow all that? Basically, what I want you to know is that to grow your business, you have to talk about your business. And the reason why this is such a fun lesson today is it's fun to talk about health and fitness. It's fun to talk about nutrition and tips for eating healthier and sharing recipes. It's fun to share your workouts. It's fun to share how fitness and nutrition and Beachbody has helped improve your life. These are great topics. So I want you to feel more free to just have more conversations about your business. Anyone who's been in the business for a year or more can tell you that this business really is built on building relationships. So for you to build relationships, you just simply have to have more conversations. Not everyone in the world is ready for our help, and you've got to be okay with that. Not everyone is ready for our help, but let's not prejudge. Let's be willing to have conversations about health, fitness, and nutrition with anybody who we encounter. Why do I feel like this is actually easier than we think? Because it's not a bad topic. We're not talking about debt. We're not talking about something that may be more divisive or like politics. We're just talking about fitness, nutrition, clean eating, support. Like we're talking about good things. We're talking about happy things. Right? So these conversations don't need to be hard. These conversations can be uplifting. We can be the solution for people. It's not that hard to lead a conversation into somebody's health or fitness. It's not hard to lead a conversation into nutrition, right? These are everyday things that everybody struggles with or wants help with. And you need to see yourself as a solution for people to get the results they want. Because you have amazing tools at your fingertips. You've got nutritional plans that you can hook people up with. You have superfood shakes. You've got workouts. You've got challenge groups. You have all kinds of solutions for people. But in order to find them the right solution, you got to know what their problem is. You got to know where they're struggling. So one of the tools that we created on this team to help you have better conversations about your business is called the Power of 3 document. All right. So if you're in our Rock the Business program, our training, you can find this in the Challenge Tracker app under the files. You can also find it in our Facebook group under the files tab. Or if you're not in one of those groups right now, reach out to your upline sponsor or diamond on Team Rockstar Fit and say, hey, can I get that Power of 3 document? So let me tell you why I created this document and why I think it's helpful. I think that most people want to have real conversations with real people. So yes, we can help you as a coach with some sample scripts to say, hey, here's generally how a conversation would go about a challenge group. Here's generally how a conversation could go about coaching. But at the end of the day, scripts don't sell. At the end of the day, your story, your emotion, your enthusiasm, your conviction is going to be what sells this. So you've got to know, why does this business matter to you? Why do these programs or products matter to you? Why does this team matter to you? This is going to be the foundation for all of your conversations. I'm going to make your life so much easier right now. Yay! So this is the document. We will go through my document because I filled it out ahead of time so I could use this as an example with you. But let me just screen share and show you the document in case you don't have one on you. All right. So it is called The Power of 3. I basically think that the Power of 3 means, are there 3 quick things that you could say about any of these topics? Like the 3 top of mind things. You don't have to struggle to think about them. You don't have to overthink it, just 3 things. So here are the questions. What has Shakeology done for you? And you're going to later, after the Zoom, write down 1, 2, 3. What has fitness done for you? Or you can pick a specific fitness program from Beachbody or fitness in general. So if you're brand new to fitness and you just did the 21-day fix, you can say, what did the 21-day fix do for you? In general, though, I just want to know, what has fitness done to improve your life? Then number 3 is, why do you like being a part of a team? Now, whether you've been a coach for a week or a year or 5 years, you are on a team and something is different about your life because you were on this team. I know it. All right. Number 4, how has personal development helped you? Again, if you've only listened to a couple podcasts or you've been reading books for years on this team, I know the personal development has had some influence on your life. Quickly write those down. And then last one, number 5, what has the extra income enabled you to do? So whether you've earned your first $30 commission on Shakeology or $50 on a challenge pack, or maybe you've earned your first $14 team cycle bonus, or maybe you've been doing this a while and you just earned $100 or $500 for a weekly check, right? Again, the income disclaimer from Beachbody is we don't guarantee any financial success or income. You earn what you hustle. But I guarantee you, if you hustle through this power of 3 and have better conversations, you are way more likely to build a business with a real income. So what has the extra income that you've earned so far enabled you to do, right? It could be that it helped you with your groceries. It helped you fill up a tank of gas. It helped you take a friend to lunch. It helped you pay off a bill, whatever that is, please capture that. So those are the questions that I need you to answer. So what I'll do is I'll take you through some of mine to show you how I use this in my conversations. And I actually use this language when I message prospective customers and coaches. And it makes it so much more fun for me because they're actually my thoughts and my words. And you know what I've learned in this business? Many things. But you know what key thing I've learned in this business? No one can argue with your own story. Now, someone might still say no to your challenge group. Someone might still say no to coaching. But they can't disagree with your experience. They can't say, no, you're wrong. Shakeology didn't do that for you. They might say, I don't want Shakeology. I don't want to drink my meals. It's too expensive. They might say lots of things, but they can't disagree with your experience. And that's all I'm asking you to capture is your personal experience. All you can do in this business is share your experience with people, ask them where they are struggling, and see if you can make a connection. If they say no, they say no. Not everyone is ready. Oh, this is so funny. I have this mug here. If they say no, keep calm and carry on. There's more people to talk to. There's more people to have conversations with. So when I say having conversations in this business, make sure that we're clear on this. There's a lot of ways to communicate in this business. It might be in person at the soccer field. It might be at school talking to a teacher. It might be at work talking to a coworker. It might be, if you work in a gym, it might be at the gym talking to a client. It might be at the bank talking to whatever, a coworker. It could be talking to a family member, a friend. It could be over social media on Messenger or direct message. It could be over email. It could be text. It could be voice memos. There's many, many, many ways to communicate in this business. And I would encourage you to use as many ways as you can. I talk to people live and in person about what I do as a Beachbody coach. I talk to people in my own community about it. I talk to people I meet on the airplane. I talk to people when I'm in line at the coffee shop and they ask about my I'm Down Dog yoga t-shirt. I'll have a conversation about fitness there. I will talk to friends and family. I'll reach out to old college friends. I'll talk to anybody about these things because I believe in it. So when you're communicating, your business is growing, right? We established that at the beginning. So this is going to help you have better conversations. So let me use some examples. The first one, what has Shakeology done for you? There's a million answers you could provide. I promise you, you have experienced something drinking Shakeology, okay? Whether you've been drinking it for a week or for 8 years, something is different. So here's what I wrote down. I wrote down that I have energy times 10. I wrote down that it's one easy meal per day that I don't need to think about as a busy working mom. And I wrote down that my hair and my nails have grown and that my skin looks better. So those are just my tangible examples of what Shakeology has done for me. I have energy. It's one easy, quick meal of the day that I don't have to think about. My hair, nails, and skin feel better. I could also add that it helped me lose weight when I started drinking it. I've kept the weight off and I feel less bloated. So I actually put more than 3. All right. But I captured all of my own thoughts about Shakeology. And I'll show you how I use this in invitations about challenge groups. Then the next one is, what has fitness done for me? And I would say fitness has helped me feel really strong. Fitness has helped me feel more confident in my skin. My clothes fit better. I just feel more confident when I get dressed, right? I feel more confident about the skin that I'm in. And fitness has helped me feel happy. It's a great way to de-stress. Do you ever feel bad for people who don't work out? Because you're like, how do they get rid of their stress? Do they like beat their pillow? Do they I don't know, get mad at the weather? Like, what do people do if they don't work out? I don't know how else people are can naturally de-stress. So that's what fitness has done for me. So how do I use this? Well, let's say that I put up a post about a challenge group and I say, hey, who wants to join me for a 21-day summer slim down challenge group? I'm looking for 5 women who want to take off 5 to 10 pounds and have fun and get fit together. Maybe that's an invite I put on Facebook, and maybe I post that on Instagram and I send it out to some friends and family, and I reach out to some customers, past customers, and I'm promoting this group. Someone's going to reach out to me. So I'll just use an example. Let's say Alyssa reaches out to me and she says, yeah, I'm interested. Tell me more about your group. Well, before I dive into the cost and the dates and the app and everything that she needs, I need to know more about her to know if this is a good fit. So I'm going to throw back some questions at her. And I'm going to say, Alyssa, thank you so much for reaching out. Tell me why you're interested. Where are you struggling right now? What kind of goals do you have for yourself in the next month? Right? So just put something really concrete in front of her. Those are good questions to ask. Where are you struggling right now? What made you interested in this post? And what's a goal you have for yourself in the next month? Those would be some good things to ask. So then Alyssa writes me back and she could say, I'll use this real example. She can say, I'm a single mom. I am driving a ton because I'm in grad school and I work full time and I'm shuttling my son back and forth between, my house and his dad's house. So I'm just kind of tired and I'm looking for a boost of energy. I'm also on the go a lot and I find myself going through fast food. So, I need some help with my nutrition, and I'm tired and I haven't worked out in years and I'd love to get started, but I don't know how. This is actually a challenger that I worked with recently. So now, knowing what I know about her and knowing what I know about Shakeology and what fitness has done for me, this is going to be such an easy conversation. So I can write back and validate Alyssa and say, Alyssa, wow. It sounds like you've got a lot on your shoulders as a single mom, working, going back to school. That's amazing that you want to better yourself. And that's amazing that you reached out to me. Thank you for reaching out to me. I'm really looking forward to helping you. So let me tell you, one of the things you're going to have a chance to use in my challenge group is a superfood shake. It's exactly what you need. For me, it's given me energy times 10. It's one simple, easy meal per day for a busy mom on the go. That sounds like exactly what you need too. What do you think? As for the fitness piece, I can say, in terms of fitness, it sounds like you're wanting to get started again. I'm so happy you do. I can tell you, for me, fitness has helped me feel strong and confident and happy. And it sounds like those would be really great things in your life too, right? Are you interested in knowing more? How does that sound? So this conversation might go back either on the phone or on Messenger or on a text or on a voice memo. Don't ever be afraid to just pick up the phone and have the conversation. This might go back and forth a few times and to answer some questions. But now we've gotten to the real results of your challenge group. Energy, simple meals, strength, confidence, right? We're getting to lifestyle. We're getting to improving somebody's life. We're not just getting down to how much does it cost and what day does it start. So conversations are easier when you're using your own words and you're using your own experience. Okay. So when you are now having conversations about your challenge groups, I want you to look at your Power of 3 document, and I want to know, are you using at least one thing from each of these categories? It's going to feel way more authentic. It's going to feel way better to you to say, hey, Stephanie, thank you for reaching out. It sounds like you're looking to take off about 10 pounds and just feel better going into summer or feel better going into the holidays. That's awesome. I can tell you, in my experience, Shakeology helped me take off 12 pounds. I've kept it off, and it's helped me reduce cravings through that holiday season or through that summer barbecue season, right? So what has Shakeology done for you? Has it helped you reduce your cravings, helped you take off weight? Then share that with the person in your conversations. Okay, second half of this. Let's go. Why do you like being a part of a team? How has personal development helped you? And what's the extra income enabled you to do? Well, let me share a few of mine, and I'll give you an example of how I would use that in a conversation. So why do I like being a part of a team? Well, I've made some of the best friends of my life in this business. So again, whether you're a new coach in our training and you've only been in this a couple weeks, or you've been in this a couple years and you're reconnecting, I know that being a part of the team has done something for you, right? I know that you've met some new friends. So for me, I'm going to say I've met some of my best friends in my life. It's put me in a very positive environment. A lot of people have toxic work environments or toxic even family environments at times, right? People have toxic environments around them. They have toxicity in their own head. So being in a positive environment like Team Rockstar Fit is really game changing to a lot of people. We have a lot of positive messaging that we share. We are uplifting. We're not competitive with each other. We're supportive of each other. That's unique. That's unique. So for me, the positive environment, the friendships, and then why else do I like being a part of a team? Well, honestly, I really like going to live events. I like collaborating with other leaders and creating projects together. I've always been a team kind of person. So I would rather collaborate with somebody than do it on my own. And I love going to live events and getting to see my coworkers in person. It makes it fun for me. Okay, so that's what being a part of a team has done for me. Let me go through these other two, and then I'll use some examples for you of conversations. Well, how has personal development helped me? I wrote that it's helped me handle the stress of life better. You got to sit on that for a second. Life can be stressful. It can be health issues, financial issues. It could be negative coworkers. It could be changes in your family, a divorce, a separation, a death. It could be moving. It can be difficulty with a child or a loved one. I mean, lots of things happen in life, right? We don't all live in utopia, and it's not all rainbows all the time. So personal development has helped me handle the stress of daily life better. I can handle what comes at me better because of personal development. It's also helped me dream bigger about my life. It's helped me see that more is possible, that I don't have to wait for success to find me, that I have the ability to go create it. If I want to be able to travel, if I want to be able to live on the lake, if I want to be able to pay off debt, if I want to be able to meet new people, if I want to be able to change lives, like personal development has allowed me to dream bigger about what's possible, no matter where I live, no matter my age, no matter my skill set, right? Like I can dream bigger about my life. And then lastly, personal development has really helped me just learn more about myself. Right? How do I handle that I'm sensitive? How can I have more armor when things go wrong? It's helped me learn about what makes me tick, what makes me, what drives me. It has helped me figure out what my stressors are, so I can reduce those. So I've just learned more about myself, honestly, in personal development, and that's a pretty cool thing. And then lastly, what has the extra income in Beachbody allowed me to do? So again, scale this to where you are in the business. It might be groceries. It might be paying for gas. It might be paying for a babysitter for a date night out. It might mean a pedicure. It might mean sending a birthday gift to a friend, right? All those things matter, right? So for me personally, I've been in the business a long time. For me personally, the extra income has allowed me to live where I want. We were able to move into a new home. It's allowed me to travel and take a couple trips per year. It's allowed us to pay off all of our student loans and car loans, so pay off debt. It's allowed me to give back to others and do things for my family. So whether that means, surprising my parents with a cool anniversary gift, that makes me feel good. Whether it is buying books for my team of coaches and surprising them with books, like I like doing things for other people. And this business has allowed me to do that without worrying. All right. So those are my answers. So how do I bring this into coaching? How do I bring this into the coaching opportunity? Well, let's say that I'm talking to a prospective coach. And let me give you an example of how I would bring this in. I'm talking to somebody right now about coaching, and her name is Heidi. All right. So let's go with this one. So Heidi reaches out to me and says, hey, I love fitness and I would love to know more about it. I actually looked at Beachbody a couple of years ago, but I wasn't interested at the time. Maybe it was a timing thing, Heidi said. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'd like to know more about it now. Why do you like it? Like, what is it all about? Okay. Well, before I start vomiting what Beachbody is all about, let me ask her a few questions. I'll say like, well, what makes you interested? And what do you like to do for fitness right now? And what would you do with extra income if you had it in this business? What's your interest in working, with a team? So I could just throw back some questions. So let's say we have some conversation back and forth, and then I get to use my answers. And no one can argue with your own answers. Yay! So here's what I'd say back. Hey, Heidi, it sounds like you are looking for a positive environment outside of your current work environment. I can tell you that being on this team has given me new friends, has given me a positive environment, and it's allowed me to collaborate with women in a super positive way. So it's not catty, it's not junior high. It's just really brought amazing friends into my life. How does that sound to you? Right? Let's say I bring in the conversation, one of the perks of being a coach that you might not even think about is we actually do a ton of reading. In addition to fitness and nutrition, we actually do a lot of reading. We read personal development books. I don't know what you've read lately, but I would recommend some great books or audios for you. It's one of the really fun perks of being a coach is it's gotten me back into reading and learning more about myself and just kind of dreaming bigger about life. How does that sound to you? Now, again, these are my own words. This is my own experience. And I'm just sharing that and saying, how does that sound to you? Let's say we have some conversations about coaching and I can say, honestly, I'd love to know more about how extra income could help you and your family. Let me tell you what it's done for me. We were able to take a trip last year with my parents and help pay for their travel because Beachbody has given me an income to do that. So I would say to them, I'd love to know how the extra income could help you and your family, but I can tell you what it's done for me. So I could use an example of maybe what a newer coach might say is, hey, I'd love to find out how the income could help your family, but let me just tell you that it's helped me just be able to have a girls' night out, or it's helped my husband and I be able to go out for a date night. It's helped us be able to take a family trip to the water park, or it's helped me just breathe a little bit easier when the bills come in every month. Something like that, something relatable, something that's you. So coaches, I know this has been a lot of content. Thanks for hanging with me. This is the power of 3. If you take the time to fill it out and you leave this on your desk or you take a screenshot of it and keep it in your phone, promise me that you will refer back to your own power of 3 when you are having conversations for challenge groups or for coaching. No one can argue with your own story. If they say no, they say no, but you've put your best foot forward and you've shared authentically from your heart what coaching and Beachbody have done for you. All right, power of 3. Let's have some better conversations and grow this team. Thanks for being here.